up, chat? How are we doing? Are we feeling yourselves? Because I'm feeling myself. Today we're drinking a Grand Vin de Bordeaux, a 2019 Chateau du Grand Bern, a Cadillac. Shout out to Ski Mask Candy. A Côte de Bordeaux, Nissen, Potelé, au Chateau das Confiteres. Sounds fancy. Sounds fancy. Yeah, we don't need the outro song. But yeah. Spill the wine? No, we're not spilling the wine. Not making this, yeah, we're not making this. So yeah. I had a little bit of this wine yesterday. Tastes a little bit too light for my tasting. Like if you're putting Cadillac on it, you know what I'm saying? Can't be flabby. It's primarily Merlot. Yeah. I don't know. Not feeling it. Scruffy mustache day. We got scruffy mustache. We got the fleece on. We got the rabbit hat on. We're feeling ourselves. We're really in comfy town today. So anyway, what's up, Faithless? What's up, Kia? What's up, HP? What's up? Or tjenare, vassas. Tjenare. Or should I say it in my accent? Tjenare. So yeah. Today we're gonna play some more Council. So yeah, we're not gonna spill any wine. Love the thumbnail. Thank you. I spent not that much time on it. Good. Yeah. Gonna be see if we can trust some creeps in this game today. Did he spill the wine yet? Let me just fix this to the rabbit ears. Just perfect. Just this. Really. Now we're comfy. Ultimate comfiness today. Yeah. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, no, the flaps here should be down, but I can't have this on if I have the flaps down. And I don't really need to be that comfy. But it's very rare that it's cold enough here in Florida where I can justify wearing a hat like this. So today we're just stroking the rabbit. There we go. So I'm so comfy. Let me just adjust this a little bit more. We're gonna get this perfectly. So yeah, we're gonna go back into the council. So last time we played, we realized what? It's the late 1700s. I forget what exact year, but it's the late 1700s. We play as Louis de Richete, son of what's up, Old Torf? My boy. Yeah. So we play as Louis de Richete, who is son of Sarah de Richete, who is the leader of a secret society. Think Illuminati, you know, that is like kind of like collecting some of the, I don't know, it seems like they're trying to control the world with some occult stuff. But anyway, we're the son of the leader of this organization. We've also found out that George Washington is part of this organization, and also some other people. Anyway, our mother has gone missing. We're trying to find her, and she went missing at this French aristocrat's dinner party on an island. Think I don't think I can say that name, but think a certain guy that got arrested and died in jail's island. Kind of that setting, but just weirder. Anyway, we're on that. We're on a weird island trying to find her mom, and George Washington is on this island. Napoleon is on this island. Who else is there? And this is young Napoleon too, so it's like an up and coming Napoleon. Manuel Godoy, who is the French president at the time. Who else? This is a good lineup. John Adams' daughter, which is actually Elizabeth Adams, who supposedly was stillborn, but apparently she's alive, and apparently we found out in the game that our mom tortured her as a child, which was naughty naughty. So yeah, we got extremely traumatized John Adams' daughter, who our mom tortured. Yeah, we're learning a lot of things in this game so far. But what's cool about this game is it's all about social manipulation or navigating social circumstances, where you can use manipulation, which is what we'll be using in this game, or you can use logic. It's just figuring out what makes people tick. Oh yeah, there is a fine boobs lady in the game, as fast as do point out. But yeah, it's a lot of like, secret society stuff. And we're trying to navigate all of this intrigue socially. And there's a lot of things where we have to... This is probably a work of fiction. Oh yeah, epilepsy warning for anybody that is gonna breakdance if I show flashing lights. So yeah, this is our character, Louis de Richete. He's pretty chill so far. So actually, let's see if I can play it with a controller. Okay, so let's go. So we just had a dinner with all the people at this So we just had a dinner with all of the people at this I guess dinner or like weekend over at this British aristocrat. Anyway, let's see if there's anything we can pick up, like a knife. We want that royal deli. So we've talked to... That's a card from the back. We play the piano. Okay, find a place mentioned by your mother. So there's a place mentioned by her.
A swine in a salon. That's an odd choice of decor. This painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
Well, it makes sense. So that would make sense of this painting then, because if it's Circe the magician from Greek mythology, she did turn the sailors into swine from the Odyssey. If you guys remember Greek mythology, when Odysseus and his warriors set sail. I forget what the island was called. Was it Mykonos? I forget. Who the F knows? I'm really bad. Anyway, Circe turned all the sailors into swine. Now, that would make sense then that this painting is in front of this painting.
A swine in a salon.
There's a lot of symbolism here. They're smart. Either I'm that or I'm reading into too much of it. Yeah, we're doing 0 deaths so far. Okay, we got some more.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
There's more ham. Butt of the pig. There's a lot of pigs.
Circe.
And we have Circe again. The witch that turned people into swine. So there's a theme here. Everything is pig or Circe related. That's cool. Fancy details. What's this? We got a little collector's coin. I'm gonna unlock this.
Amber crystals.
Sonny promised to not use any armor in this game. Do a flip. Okay, so we need to find Emily. Guys, we need to find this hottie that we were talking to, remember? Yes,
Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
Ulysses. Oh, what's it Ulysses?
Circe turning Ulysses' companions back into humans.
Oh, it was Ulysses, not Odysseus? Or is that the same name? I think that's the same name, just it's Roman and Greek. I don't know. We'll look this up after the stream.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
Yeah, so this is the whole theme of like the witch that can turn men into pig.
Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
So I guess this is like, is this foreboding that there's a woman trying to ensnare us here?
The conversion of Ulysses by Gurs. Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Changing them into swine. Look at this! Look at me being like a little bit, tiny bit of like educated. Like this game is like, the few things I know, they're just like, yeah, look at you. We're gonna make you shine. Look at this. Thank you for reading all those like dumb books, kiddo.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes.
Ooh,
This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Descartes. This is good. This is good. Existentialism. What is that gonna give us for level if we use this book by Descartes? So that's gonna give us logic, which may, yeah. First philosophical work on the author who argues in favor of rigorous analytical thinking. Yeah, dude, that's good. We're gonna read this book, get some more logic. Remember though that if we're gonna have to talk to Emily the hottie, she is immune to logic, which makes sense. Gonna read. Okay, we got some Carmelite water. I forget what that does. Odd. So we're gonna find a place for fire. It's a Latin variant, Ulysses. Okay. It was Aiel Island. Okay, yeah, Aiel. Yeah, Mykonos is a different thing. Yeah. Is that where is Aiel Island? Is that like off of Cyprus? Bad have I. But yeah, guys, if you ever need some good reading, like read some Greek mythology. So, okay, so did we get Oedipus again over here? I do love my Oedipus. Let's just look at this.
Blind Oedipus.
Or
Blinded
Oedipus.
himself. What a tragic destiny.
Do you pronounce it Oedipus or Oedipus?
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
So yeah, both of these paintings are basically like failing like, I don't know, if we're reading too much into it, both these paintings are just like failing like your maker. Oedipus over here killed his dad, banged his mom, and mankind, yeah, we're just barbarians. Pretty much where it is. We're not gonna go up here. We're gonna see if we can loot some stuff. Let's loot.
The only person sizing me up here is that monumental Zeus. It can't be here.
Yeah, we're okay. So the room that our mom told us in letter was a room of 1,000 faces. So okay, we're not gonna sit down here. So that is probably the gallery that we heard of. Like, oh yeah, it's servant.
What can I do for you,
Let's
sir?
bully them.
I am at your service, day and night, sir.
We know that we can bully these guys. They're very susceptible to manipulation.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you
You
require?
got amber? Oh, we already got done that.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests.
Why not?
Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
Nope, it wouldn't. We don't need to waste 3 points on that now. Nah, we don't need to waste it. We don't need that. Okay, well, we have plenty of time to bully him out of all his personal effect.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
It means respect your maker, right? So this is where we dealt with that dirty Frenchman. Remember? Last stream? Oh, look at this. That's a sick painting. We can actually talk about it. I don't know that painting. Trust loot. Hey, loot. All the loot. Stuff. We're gonna find the gallery. Go in here. Yes. This full holding out on that purple. Bro, I don't do the purple bag. Go out here.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Let's check over here before we go upstairs. Oh. I do like how they use art to kind of tell you something. I don't know what they're trying to tell. I feel like they're trying to warn me about a woman though. All that art. We are on an... That's a sick library. Yo. Goals. Chat, this is like... Imagine having access to this library. Look at the organization. Like you have Alchemia or Academia. I think it's Alchemia. Naturae Hominum. What else do we have here? Like this is cool. It's a very cool library. If I got enough books, you can never have enough books. I just think it's like there's something cool. Oh, look at the details here. How it's like A, B, C, D, F. Dude, the details of this library. That's an awesome library. Yeah, alchemy. Yeah, so it's like the bartending section of this library. Sick. Sick. But look at the detailing here. Like if I would find A, I would go to the bottom. B. Suck if you're going the later part of the alphabet. Sorry, I'm nerding out.
Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later. Petrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it. Petrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Nice, more royal jelly. We needed that. We need to replenish a lot. Royal jelly. So we can use it for our...
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Jackpot. Do we got all of them? Where is it? We got all of them, so now we can use this encyclopedia. So that's gonna give us one science, one linguistics, and one erudition. Solid.
A drachma.
A drachma is a coin from, I think, from an old Middle Eastern city. No, drachma is that Persian? No. I feel like this game is like Trivial Pursuit of like trivia. Go back. Oh crap. Paper on the ground, look down, go back. Oh, we're gonna go back, we're going back.
Where all eyes size you up.
We found the room though.
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of.
And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Oh. Let's go back and get that paper. Underground, paper underground, paper underground, paper underground. Where's the paper on the ground? Where's the paper? God?
Atrus, the Miller brothers.
Oh, that's the book
Mother
that we
expressly
read.
forbade me from reading it.
Paper underground, paper underground. Where the paper? God. Where's the paper? I can't pick these papers. I can't pick up. I can't pick up these papers. You guys know that, right? Is this what you're talking about? Because I can't pick these up. This is a no-no. Are you guys talking about this? Because this is a book that I can
Atrus, the
do
Miller
anything.
brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Oh, you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. I was right. No, it's good that you're looking at. Now we know. That's right. Now we know. Okay. So we need to find a Medusa. So Medusa in an art gallery, because we're in a room of where everybody look down on you. I'm thinking of a painting that is looking at a statue. If I'm thinking about
Liberty or Death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please.
Liberty
But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical.
or death? What is this? New Hampshire? That's the, is that Massachusetts or New Hampshire's the state motto? Liberty or death. That is a sick painting though.
Liberty or Death by Regnault.
Vigneault?
Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it seems
Yeah,
radical.
snake hair lady versus the Medusa. That's what I'm thinking. Medusa turned people into stones. I'm thinking that you're gonna have a statue in front of it. It's incorporated into.
Ah, a painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly.
I can't read it. Too much.
Allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say.
Yo, these are some heavy painting. Did we do this allegory of the rights of man? Who's that?
Celia. That name means nothing to me.
He needed.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Cash. Well, we all know this painting. Is there any alteration?
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci.
The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus
can't pick
announces
this
that
up.
he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
So I'm filled up on this item. So let's check what this item is. That is the Carmelia water. Next skill use is free. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Carmelia water. I guess that's not Camellia water. It's golden elixir. What's golden elixir? Okay, it cures negative stuff. Oh well.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael.
Yeah, I know too much about Raphael, more than that one of the turtles.
Amber crystals.
Nice, more amber. We just need one more amber and we can get more action points.
The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens.
Yo,
Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning for borrowing his father's chariot and losing control of it. Moral, don't steal dad's chariot.
yo, I need to check out more Rubens painting. That would be a sick coffee table book to just have like a lot of like high quality Rubens paint. Because he has a aggressive art style. I like it. Look at this. That's an awesome painting. That's like, that was that time's action movie. They didn't get more wild than this. This is a Michael Bay movie of that time. Holy moly, that like, that's sick. Yeah, we're looking for snake hair, lady. Sorry, getting distracted.
Amber crystals.
Oh, we need one more amber.
The Company by Rembrandt.
Oh, that's it. Remember.
A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting. A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting.
Alliances. We might get. Dude, that's sick hunting by a bit. That's so good. Is that a golden idol? Remember when Jesus like be upset about the golden idol? Got a statue here. You got some statues in here.
A painting with no name.
Reduce. Oh, we shouldn't interact with that just now.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The
Mother.
Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern? And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Have them all pointing towards the Medusa. That's what I'm thinking. Let's pick the stock first.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it. Devil's Thorn. I'll
I
keep
already
it.
have it. Can reveal immunities. Yeah. What's this?
The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand.
Okay.
Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Some of the heroes diverted. So, okay, so the way actually that Medusa... Okay. Let's think of this logical, right? So the way that you beat Medusa is not by attacking her head on. It was by using the reflection of the shield. So having the shield guy turned... Wait. Handle the mechanic.
The mechanism is worn here. Whenever the shield is not turned toward the sword, the machinery freezes up. The statue must have been in this position most of the time, betrayed by the marks of time. So that makes it easy. The shield must face the sword.
Shield must face the sword. We're gonna have him holding the forced sword. Okay. Now let's see here.
Now, Louis, it's time to keep a logical mind, as every good scientist should. The aim is to defeat the Medusa, so what can the lantern be for? To light up the Medusa? Hardly likely. The hero holding the lantern will be easy prey, and the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword? No, that makes no sense. So that leaves the shield.
The light of the shield. The blind
I wonder if
Medusa.
the aim is to play with the light. If I turn the shield right, the light would be reflected. The ray of light will
What's up, sir?
perturb the Medusa
You like
and
the
focus her
art style,
attention on the best protected hero.
Old Torf? Yeah, no, this is a cool game. I really like it. It's, for all intents and purposes, this is a walking simulator. But I like the leveling system because you level up in, like, conversational, like, skills. Let's have him be going there. Got kicked out of Ski Cast soon. So we could use 2 points. We're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is the sword is gonna be toward the Medusa. Or actually toward the hero with the shield. Try that. Let's go to the Medusa. See.
The clue I found said, "Beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected. That is its weakness." That's the key. The best protected hero is the one holding the shield. Thank you, Mother.
Then we'll have the hero with the sword go against Medusa. The Medusa's attacking the shield. Jackpot. What we got here?
Whoa.
Yo, I want to figure out more about John Adams' daughter. She is a weirdo. I want more information on her.
Rah!
Emily!
Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Dodge with humor. So, okay, what would I do in this situation? I would dodge the question with humor.
I was feeling a bit peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Your sense of direction is mind-boggling, isn't it? Well,
Yes.
no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time.
Of course you will.
Now, since you're here, make yourself useful.
Oh, I will.
Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh, yeah. In your dreams. At your service, madam.
Let's help her out over here. She seems.
Carry on searching.
Why I'm searching? Alright.
I found an amazing ring. There's an inscription engraved on it. Emily, when I see that ring, I can no longer hold back my feelings for you.
Oh, stop it. You're being ridiculous.
What do you mean? I was just about to get down on one knee.
I should have asked her about her marriage. Got more info.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Can we open the jar if this is Pandora's box? Yes.
Emily, what if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for all the evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
Wow. I got an achievement for being fearless for opening up Pandora's box, huh? Damn, we're screwing up on sweet talking this girl. We know that she's married, but how can we change that?
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
The golden fleece is from.
Do you think that can really be Jason's golden fleece?
No, you are aware that Jason and the Argonauts is a myth, aren't you?
But Mortimer's been protecting this hide. It must be of great value, don't you think?
Certainly of historical value. This kind of hide is still used by gold diggers in Eastern Europe. Now you see how easy it is to obtain a legend.
Why do you have to act so nonchalant every time I show you something?
Louis, anyone can kill a sheep, rip off its hide, and say it's the golden fleece.
We're screwing up.
We're at Lord Mortimer's, not at some farmyard fair. You're just too skeptical.
And you have a tendency to believe anything. Talk about an unlikely pair.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you?
Yeah, we're trying. We're doing our best here, chat. Yeah, Jason and the Argonauts. Fun fact, Hercules was on that trip.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
The Gospel according to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as part of God's plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor. How did the English manage to get their hands on them?
When someone wants to attract the attention of the world's leading power, somehow the gifts just pour in.
You wouldn't have gone to the Vatican
Yeah,
recently,
quite,
would you?
Are you calling me a thief?
Certainly not.
never entered my mind.
Need to figure out what makes. We know that she hates logic. So no more logic stuff with Gal. What does she like?
Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. He talks about his passion for art.
So let's look at talent. Just a with one extra man. That's sweet. That's sweet. This no, we have to wait. Kind of. It's a weird sculpture. That. Thorn.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. The workmanship on this crown is amazing. The finesse of the gold laurel leaves is beautiful. A crown worthy of an emperor. I'd stake my life that it's the genuine article. Do you know why laurel wreaths are used
Victory.
and not, say, mistletoe or another plant?
The laurel wreath symbolized glory in Roman times.
In your opinion, what kind would suit me best?
A crown of nettles.
Wow, he is ice cold. Come on!
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
Get some. Pamphlet of political. I don't know. Oh well. Is that amber?
Amber crystals.
Sweet, we got another action point. What is that?
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it
Let's
to me.
fail. Let's fail more.
Brass quillons and knobs. A beautiful cruciform line. Judging by the wear and the technique used to forge it, this sword dates back to the Crusades, and it must have belonged to a wealthy knight. There's a date. MCXC 1190. That's right. Forged for the Crusades.
The sword of
I
King
think
Arthur.
this is Excalibur, King Arthur's sword. I've always dreamt of drawing it from the stone.
Oh no,
How sweet. You're still clinging to your boyhood dreams.
Crusades. That wasn't
When
King
you
Arthur,
finished
was it?
playing, maybe you can help me
Yes.
search the place?
Wouldn't be Gentile. Let's search. Do we get in? This. More click. How do I get in the middle? Oh wait, something up there. Okay. This girl is like stone cold. Middle there, like.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old. And all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
Women,
I
you're
wonder
not
if that's what
helping.
inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
A nice talk.
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job.
Look at me.
These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take?
She is making it. What do you think of this girl?
How did Lord Mortimer get all this? It's just crazy.
Secret connections, money, or a well-kept family treasure passed on from generation to generation. Who knows?
That would mean some of Mortimer's ancestors lived before Jesus was born. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Okay.
Carry on searching.
Calm down, lady.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty
think you
obvious
should
to
spread
me that you
yourself
haven't
like
come
a book
here
for
for the
me.
sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you,
confrontation.
Louis?
Okay, we need to use the golden elixir. Use psychology against her.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms
She's
and say
ruined with
yes
psychology.
to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
So she's immune
That's
to
it?
logic.
I was expecting more.
But
Well, I'm prepared to
weak
trust
against
you when it comes to
psychology.
choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to
I
help
think
you.
she's playing me
Stop
too,
needing
Danny.
to gain
But
something
she's
all the
hot.
time.
Look
Because
at
you
that back.
think I need help.
Just like everyone, you have your strengths and your weaknesses, and there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
What is she weak against? A weakness is
You
psychology.
think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact, it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves than you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you
Killed
are a
it.
strong woman, of course. But what I see is a
We got it
sensitive young
pinned.
lady who lacks self-confidence. Stop adopting a
pass
defensive
this.
posture, and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say.
BAM!
I might have some weaknesses,
Got her.
but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time.
Oh, you're gonna
Do you
collaborate a lot
understand?
with me, baby. Okay. You understand. She prefers to work alone. Takes orders from someone. I think it's one of these. She likes to lead her investigations herself. I think it's gonna be this one.
Yes. You're the kind of girl who gets by on her own and who shares nothing.
The fact is, you are completely mistaken
Oh!
about me. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
George Washington.
No, I've already said too much.
George Washington.
Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
How would
Come
you know
on,
unless
don't
you
stop
had a
now that you've come this
partner?
far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Do this.
your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good.
That's
I grant
good.
you that.
I wouldn't
You
have guessed
deserve
that.
to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly.
We get nailed it.
I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes, you can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then,
Emily
we
and
have become
Emma.
one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one.
So this would explain. Okay, Chad. We're getting these flashbacks, right? We saw a flashback of her mother with a cut off hand arguing with a woman that looked just like Emily. That could be her twin sister, Emma. That means that we might be able to trust Emily. Ah.
When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir home and bring back the details so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth,
So
but
both her
alas,
mom and her
no
sister
trace of my sister.
disappeared.
Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility,
Danny.
but up to now I haven't found a
She's
trace
good at
of
manipulation.
either
Yeah,
of them.
everybody at this island
None
is
of
trying
this
to
is
do
very
that.
reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
Somebody's gonna press us in that secret. Okay. I think we played it pretty well.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh no!
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Oh. Oh, Emily's waiting in her
I
room.
was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure,
Ah!
what should I do?
What should we do? Should we go in with hot chick or should we go and talk to Fuel Rancid? Ah! I want to talk to hot chick, but I feel like this is something we need to figure out because this crazy chick is part of why we. Ah! Chat, help me. This seems like it's like something we need to know about because this, I feel like this is like a logical lead. Like if we want to know more of what's going on the island, we need to figure this out. But at the same time, hot chick that's waiting in a room. Crazy chick that seems like it's just gonna be drama. Hot chick that seems like she can keep a secret. Crazy chick that's gonna whatever happens between us is gonna go blabber to the cops the next day. We're gonna go and get cancelled. Hot chick that can keep a secret. Has way more to lose because she get a help. Crazy chick that is just completely tattooed out and just like, I don't know what's going on, and your mom tortured me as a kid. Hot chick. Everything's got figured out. I don't know! Ah! This game really does know. What is this? My life simulator? Go for the obviously, like, this is like the obviously choice. Like, this is what we always should go for. But then it's like, it's 2 o'clock at Taco Bell. Bad decisions will be made. A lot of tattoos. You guys know what that means. He's a good fighter. Yeah, Vas is saying go with IP2 shake. Can I get some more from you guys? I feel like that might be the logical thing. Like, I feel like we can throw some more game at Emily later. Yeah, I'm gonna go with IP. Be cautious and boobs can wait. Okay, okay, we'll do that. We're gonna figure out what this is. Elizabeth? Okay, we got this. So we get...
Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this.
True.
All right, Elizabeth.
This
How
is
can I
probably
help?
what I would have
Thank
to
you.
do in
Come
real
on,
life.
follow me.
This better be good. Chat.
I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff
She's
top and I
hammered.
saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognize my mother in the middle
HP's just like, I like what she did with the room. It's very cozy and tough.
of the night? While she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far.
This girl is hammered. I effed up. I could have been so cozy in my room with Emily, just talking away, just being like, hey, what's up, girl? Hey, that corset looks really, really tight. Do you want me to loosen it up? I got you. I got you. Oh, yeah, that must feel so much better. You can breathe now. Hey, oh, you feel that dive? You know what? You look like you could use a massage. Hey, like, move over. You know, like, this one gonna do. Meanwhile, we're listening to this Coco for Cocoa Puffs girl. Drinking wine and just like, I drew a lot on the walls. And I'm upset and angels and demons and stuff.
Hey, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
I saw your mom. Okay, let's validate.
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen. Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need.
Why am I sitting here with some like extra from a Portland riot? overcome with spasm. I'm sure you have that.
Need to calm me down.
I could be in the room with Emily right now, just chatting away. Yes, I need some. You know, yeah, I need a glass.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
No. At this point, we're already in this mess. We're drinking. Yeah,
I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Whoa. The alcohol's gone to my head.
Are you serious?
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Okay. Game kicks up from here. Here's the condemned's last drink. I'm right behind you.
Man, I need to take it easy with the booze.
Nope.
At this rate,
Our
I won't
night's
last the
ruined.
night.
Let's go easy on the drinking, okay?
By the way, this situation is giving me flashbacks of 2000, New Year's 2009. Bad night. A lot of apologies.
Alcohol won't solve our problems.
The second one isn't any easier.
So, do you want to know why she did all those things to me, or not?
Yes.
Even if it changes the image you have of her forever?
Or
What was she trying to cure you of then?
Of the one illness she never managed to treat me for.
we get it till the end.
Come on, Elizabeth. We have to finish what we started.
I
Oh,
feel all dizzy.
There must have been a reason. Just tell me. Tell me what my
wait,
mother...
we need to cure that. So we're intoxicated right now. So we should have Devil's Horn for that, right? No. Here's negative alteration. Yes, so we use
Read
golden
you for?
exterior.
She wanted to silence them!
What? What are you talking about?
So we serve it
Silence
up with
what?
that.
The voices. The voices in my head. They speak to me, Louis. They've always told me what to do. They say nasty things to me.
Is she possessed? Is she start raving mad? I need her psychological profile. Okay. This been out. So vulnerable to questioning, immune to psychology, immune to manipulation. Then there's something to be discovered, which would be probably another vulnerability. So let's question it. A questioning it would be, is she start raving mad?
Elizabeth, do you realize what you're saying?
Of course, Louis. This is what I live every day.
But these spirits, Elizabeth, don't exist. You do realize that. These voices in your head, it's you, in fact. Nobody is speaking to you.
They want me. Want me just for themselves. They talk to me all the time. Yet your mother did everything to make them go away. Ever since I was little. And look at the result.
It's impossible, Mother. You spent your life trying to prove that the supernatural doesn't exist.
By the way, look at this character, Elizabeth Adams. If any of you guys are a dad to a young daughter, this is why you show up at her clarinet play. You know, when she's playing the trumpet or something, you show up. But you end up with an Elizabeth Adams on your head.
Why punish this poor girl? Oh, shit. What has she done to you?
Uh-oh, Louis. Are you starting to believe me?
No, but
Too bad it's all been for nothing. They're still there, you know.
what do you mean? They're still talking to you?
All the time. Despite everything Sarah put me through, I still hear them. And here I am on a lost island, knowing that no one knows me, And I find myself here at the exact same time as her. You see? You understand? You sense it too. I'm going to die
What's up,
here.
Journey?
I beg you, tell me you believe me.
Do you guys look at her shoulder? Isn't that like a isn't that the Freemason symbol she got on her shoulder? Then she's got like a devil's, like witchcraft thing, like that symbolizes the devil right here. She's got some mandalas and stuff on her hand. This girl is basically like a hipster witch. I beg you, tell me you believe me. Believe her. Evil logical. What's her thing? Psychology and manipulation, questioning. I feel like it's good to believe her because we need her on our side.
I'm here, Elizabeth. I'm right here with you. And I do believe you.
Thank you, Louis.
Gotta start, David.
You know, despite what people might think, I'm not crazy.
Oh, we're drinking more. Let's go.
My God, Elizabeth, how is this possible?
Welcome to my world, Lil Louis. Welcome to my life.
Oh. Advice to escape the island. Advice to stay here. Look. Yeah, old tough. So, do we think that the island is good for her? Probably not, but keeping her here would make us maybe have an ally. Now, she is an unstable ally, but having her here might be good. All that being said, will it be good for her? What's my wine def count? Stay? I should have her stay? Okay, I'll do that. By the way, guys, if you ever see this screen, if you want me to do one option, just write it right away. The bosses wrote it right away, we're gonna let her stay.
Let's not rush into things. You have nothing to fear
Leave her
here.
there, Nick.
I'm with you. And anyway, my mother's gone missing. You're not in any danger.
That's not what the voices say.
Listen to me. Don't give up. You must resist. And tomorrow, you'll see. Things will be better.
You like my little concoction, don't you? That's rare.
Concoction?
What?
It no longer has any effect on
What?
me. But my guests generally don't appreciate me mixing alcohol with laudanum.
Oh, laudanum, guys! So she gave us truth serum! Yo, so that means our inhibitions are lowered, so we're gonna have a hard time lying. Now, we leveled up subterfuge a lot, and we have some points of manipulation. The question is, will we be able to break through the laudanum? I do assume laudanum, if I remember correctly, is truth serum. Somebody in chat, correct me. Passes, can we get a quick googling on laudanum? It's basically like, it loosens your inhibitors and basically puts you in a little bit of a loosey-goosey state. Think of it like the twilight state between when you're falling asleep and things. And you're more susceptible to like saying things. Now, there is science that is saying that like maybe this is the most best way of gauging truth, but it has historically been used as truth. So yeah, she just dosed us with that. What's up, Ken? So Ken, I'm sorry to inform you. Remember that nice-chested girl? We just got an option to either go to her room because she was waiting with us, for us, or we could go with the crazy girl and drink wine with her. We went with the crazy girl to drink wine with her. So right now, I am beating myself up because I'm sitting in a room drinking wine with Jewel Rancid when I could be in my room with a British girl that is oh so sweet and has a back that looks amazing. Amazing. So yeah, we did Laudanum is a sleeper. Don't get excited. Oh, it's an opiate? But can somebody look up what laudanum is? Is it an opiate? I thought it was truth serum. Anyway, yeah, Cosby strength approved. Did I just get Cosby?
What? You put laudanum in my drink?
In both. Don't worry, my little Louis. We'll sink down to the bottom
Okay, so it's probably
together.
not truth serum. It's probably an opiate, like you guys say.
I feel like puking. I really feel like shit.
Yeah, if it's an opiate, you probably are gonna feel.
I gotta
puking.
get back.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm here now. I'll take good care of you.
Oh crap!
What is this bitch gonna do to me?
Oh,
Don't touch me!
Just leave.
I can so relate to this.
If I get up, I'll fall.
Look at this. Yeah, we're messed up. Cheers, chat.
Oh, little Louis tired. Leave everything to me.
Oh, she's got a knife. Oh, great. Real Alice hours. Man.
Let go.
Ah, I should have stopped drinking. Well,
Mademoiselle, may I come in?
I just got circumcised.
Ah, my head. I shouldn't have drunk so much.
Oh, she better not be dead.
Shit.
She better not. Oh no! God dang it! This is like my nightmare. God dang it!
Elizabeth!
Chad! This is why you don't go drinking with crazy girls. That freaking alternative paths. Could have look at this, Chad. Could have joined Emily into my room. I could have hung out with Emily in my room, but no. No! God dang it! We need a little bit more wine. I knew this is gonna, you know, you're just gonna have a few drinks with the crazy girl. Oh, you realize she dosed you with crazy juice? Oh, you black out, and next you remember, you're just like, oh, where am I? Oh! Now we gotta clean up a dead hooker. I need to take a piss. I need to take a piss. That's messed up. God dang it! They always have to die! Always! Oh, it will be done! Okay? No! No! Oh, I like chocolate! I like pop! That's too good! That's I did pretty good though. Okay. Walked into some shit, I see. Okay. Suicide hooker murder pin on you. Yeah. The noble will help you. They kill hookers all the time. Oh, you didn't have a kid with her, with the cart. Oh, you didn't have a kid with the cartel? Yeah, lol, the only failure is having drinks with Elizabeth. I did have drinks with Elizabeth. I guess we failed. I mean, we did have drinks with her. It just, she ended up dead. Well, okay. Oh, does this count for death counter? Well, we should get some nice levels out of this. We need to put some smart leveling in this. Okay, we need to do some smart leveling. So our manipulation is pretty nice and leveled. We need better psychology. 1 point to psychology. Convince people with the sheer force of your will. That's... We need more vigilance. We need more linguistics. We need more etiquette. One in everything. Yeah. So this is the tech tree. So right now our specialization is manipulation, subterfuge. Subterfuge is discreetly steal items, pick locks, notice falsifications. Manipulation, get people to act in your own interest, and psychology, read people's behavior like an open book. So I feel like that synergizes with psychology. We read their behaviors, then we use those behaviors to manipulate them into doing what we want them to do. We're gonna get more in occultism. That way we can read into more like magical bullshit and be like more like, I don't know, LeVay bullshit. We're gonna put some more erudition. Erudition is the background in arts, geography, and history. I feel like this game we need a lot of that. Then we're gonna get more points into our convictions so we can just force our will and be really pushy. Think of it as a college frat boy on a first date. Hey girl, we should go to my place. You know, it's really cozy at my place. You know, I got a sofa. Did you know I have a sofa? We should go to my sofa. You know, that's the conviction part. So we need that because, you know, I feel like some of these guys look pretty weak. So we can push ourselves through that. So that's a strategy here. I need to drink. Cheers. Does drinking count as accidentally? True. The game, of course, was Sonny doesn't do anything accidentally. IRL. Wine spill gun. I hate you guys. You guys are mean. I'm never gonna live up. So we finished the game. No, we finished the first episode. Next episode. Where's my mother? Let's go.
How many times must I tell you?
This is her mom, by the way.
You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Oh, yeah.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge.
Ugh.
You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richete. Monsieur de Richete, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
So now we're gonna pick what we're gonna be reading. So we can equip 3 manuscripts at this point. So we're gonna equip and what this does is this levels up certain points in our skill tree. Now, we're gonna pick the encyclopedia. That's gonna give us 1 skill point in science, 1 in linguistics, and 1 in erudition. That's gonna get our erudition to level 1. That's gonna be sweet. Linguistics is gonna be nice. We're gonna get that up so we can start reading some ancient texts. Science is gonna go up. We've been putting points in that because we need to be a little bit more scientific about this. We're playing a very logical game in this game. Without using logic, actually, because we're very underleveled in logic. But we're using everything adjacent to logic, which is funny. Attila vibes confirmed. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do... I think 1 point etiquette would be good, because we are missing out, I think also... conviction 1 point. Etiquette 1 point. That's gonna be sweet. That way we're gonna get level 1 in etiquette. We're probably gonna get level 1 in conviction, level 1 in erudition. And then we're gonna be well on our way on science and linguistics, so we can just level 1 those at next level. Okay. Now Lord Mortimer is the person that owns this island and this mansion. We haven't met him yet. We've only met the person that's in charge in his way, which is the creepy guy that is in my profile, or in my thumbnail. So is this Lord Mortimer?
Is there nothing you want to say?
That's a nice mustache. That's a really nice.
It wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
I'd much rather have met you under different circumstances.
That must be Lord Mortimer.
Lord Mortimer, believe me, I'm very conscious of the gravity of the situation. Everything seems to point to me as the one who killed Elizabeth, but I swear I am innocent.
Out of respect for your mother, rest assured that I do want to believe you.
And all I want is to be able to prove it to you. When do we start?
We already have. Tell me, Louis, how do you feel?
Okay. Psychology. We have that. That's gonna cost us nothing. Trapped like a rat. Yeah, that's how I would feel.
I feel like a rat trapped in a maze.
Interesting.
I beg your pardon?
Sarah also felt like she was trapped like an animal.
Where are you going with this, my lord?
Sarah's behavior.
We need to... Do we have any information about Lord Mortimer? See here. Lord Mortimer. Down where? That's his face, but... Where's his name? Louis de Richete. That's Von Wellner. That's not. Is that a Von?
Grew odd before her disappearance. Her attitude changed. She became prey to outbursts of violence and a number of temporary absences. I'm just trying to make sure that you don't go getting lost like your mother did.
You're not suggesting that I might have killed Elizabeth and that I don't remember, are you?
I don't know, Louis. It's just that what with your mother and now you, it's rather a lot. The more I take stock...
Altorf, you're right. There was a maze on the ground in Tal in the main entrance room. I'm pretty sure that was the main entrance. Yes, and I made a mental note of that because that might be a maze that we might need to like memorize in our heads for later. I feel like that maze is gonna be very useful. I also think it's the logo of the secret society that we belong to, or a competing secret society, because it does seem like there's something going on in the background that our secret society does not know about. So it's very interesting.
Of the situation, the more I'm under the impression that you've been set up. But before going any further, I must inform you that Sir Gregory is about to arrive. He is coming to question you about the murder of poor Elizabeth, whom he was very fond of. He is quite determined to find the culprit, whomever
Gregory is the French revolutionary that we saved Elizabeth from.
Then we can continue this conversation.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin.
Oh, no,
in private.
Let's step outside a moment.
What are those documents?
Louis, this will only take a few moments.
We're gonna look at those documents. We're so gonna look at those documents. Servants are leaving. Perfect. We're looking at those documents. He left the document there. Take a little. Thank you, Shannon. It's cold. Oh. Guys, search the study or wait. Oh, we're sneaky.
Let's take this chance.
We got our subterfuge leveled up, so we should be able to do this quick. Let's do this quick. Enclose the witness statements by guest partner party in Hillsborough. Statement of Napoleon Bonaparte. When asked, what were you doing yesterday evening? Monsieur Bonaparte replied, after talking to Lord Mortimer, I spent the evening playing cards with Sir Gregory, Mr. Washington, and His Eminence Piaggi. Sir Gregory won. When asked, did you notice anything strange about the evening? Monsieur Bonaparte replied, at the daybreak, I thought I saw someone on the balcony, but I couldn't see who it was. A statement from the Duchess Hillsborough. When asked, what were you doing yesterday evening? The Duchess replied, I spent the evening in Monsieur de Richete's company. We admired the works exhibited in Manor Gallery. While going up to bed, ran into Miss Adams. As I was tired, I left Monsieur Richete and Miss Adams' conversation and went to bed. When asked, did you notice anything strange throughout the evening? The Duchess replied, no, not that I remember. Oh shit, we're gonna get caught.
Please, sit back down, Louis.
Oh, he knows I was searching that shit. Here you go, I gave you guys voices.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man. Monsieur de Richete, you were found standing over Miss Adams' body. We must shed some light on your responsibility in this tragedy.
Yes,
we shall then decide on your
witness
fate.
statements
But you must know that if you do not
what
convince
was
us of
reading?
your innocence, it will cost you dearly.
Oh,
now
shit.
you are going to tell it.
So the guy in the background is a French Revolutionary child guy. So these are the guys that basically put people like Robespierre and all those people to the guillotine. These guys are just bloodhounds back then. They killed anybody of the aristocracy. They were fueled on just political conviction. Very similar to how some of the people on social media are now that are like fueled on political conviction, whether it be right or left, that are just like, F everybody, I just want to see blood. So that was like the French revolutionaries were, you know, they were fighting some oppression, but god dang it, were they violent and bloody.
Everything that happened last night, without leaving any detail out. First things first, how did your evening begin?
We're gonna use some manipulation skills.
I was in the corridor and I was about to go to bed. Elizabeth appeared as if from nowhere and rushed toward me. She took me by the arm and led me to her room.
Yep.
You say she led you? All right, we'll accept that. Continue.
We were heading for our rooms when Elizabeth burst into the corridor, barely dressed. She was panic-stricken and insisted on speaking to me. So I found myself in Elizabeth's room. We sat down together. She insisted we have a drink or she would refuse to confide in me.
What exactly did she want to speak about at such a late hour?
Psychology, or we can do manipulation. We're gonna tell them she was feeling better. Yeah, they don't need to know what we talked about, so let's just manipulate them. The less information we give to them.
And believe it or not, Elizabeth extolled to me the virtues of her treatment. She felt better and ready to cope with the ordeals of the outside
We're
world.
lying to
I
them.
beg your pardon?
Yes, she told me
We're
she
still
had made
lying to
peace
them.
with her
They
old
better
demons
eat this up.
and was excited to begin her new life.
Ah, you see, Gregory, you were right to bring her here. What a pity she was unable to benefit from it.
Got it!
And what happened next?
Then she told me she had poured laudanum in my glass. The next minute I was on the floor. When I
Yeah.
woke up, she was lying in a pool of blood.
That is all you have to say? You expect us to believe that you have no idea what happened to her?
Yes, because I'm telling you the truth.
How can you possibly expect us to believe you?
Gregory, we must consider every possibility.
Yeah, please do. I'm innocent. Thank you. Can I go back to Emily? She was waiting in my room last time I saw.
Louis,
maybe she's
do
still
you
there.
have any idea who could have done it?
Ooh, who could have been? It could have even been me. My mother, Jacques Peru, Washington. I don't know. Should I just be like, oh, it could have been me? I don't know.
Look, frankly, it's beyond me. I just don't know.
Monsieur de Richete, don't you think it would be in your interest to help us find another suspect?
Failed! I think it's Jacques Peru, because Jacques Peru is pissed at me.
Why don't you ask him where he was last night?
Monsieur Peru?
Yeah,
What would
because
his
he
motive
was
be?
being abusive.
Do you have any proof?
No, not exactly, but he'd already roughed her up once.
Oh shit.
Monsieur de Richete, you should not accuse the first person to come along without at least some
I guess
proof.
it should be my mom.
I'm sure you are worthier than that.
Can you think of anyone else?
It would be my mom.
Let's finish this, William. I don't rightly know how we can give the benefit of the doubt to an individual who can manipulate the truth to
We
absurdity.
failed that.
Unfortunately, you haven't managed to convince us.
We should have said our
We
mom.
agree that you had the time and the motive to commit the murder. I am devastated, but I must agree with Gregory and declare you guilty.
Oh man, are we getting executed now?
Gentlemen, if you please, wait. There is something else. Elizabeth ended up telling me why my mother had tried to treat her.
The voices in her head, is that
She
it?
spoke to you about them too, didn't she? Gentlemen, I'm not a doctor, but she was persuaded she heard voices in her head. You don't think she might have killed herself,
By
do you?
stabbing herself 9 times. I find that extremely unlikely, don't you?
What? Stabbed 9 times?
It appears that the murderer walked up and stabbed her several times from behind. We counted 9 gashes in all. All of them were relatively shallow, and they were all given from roughly the same angle of attack. Traces of blood appear to prove that she was standing throughout the attack.
This bullshit. Shallow slashes?
I might not have the strength of Hercules, but if I had stabbed a woman, I'd probably have made deeper cuts.
Sounds plausible. I have to admit, you put forward a powerful argument, Monsieur de Richete.
I think that will be all, Gregory. The benefit of the doubt suffices.
Did I just save myself by saying that I go stab hard? Yo, this guy wants me dead. Man, we
I would
failed
like to
that.
thank you for helping us shed light on what happened last night. To be...
Let me look at those traits I unlocked. The condemned is something unlocked. Condemned. Like that. Wait, there we go. Condemned. The use of vigilance costs 1 more effort. Oh, my vigilance skill costs 1 more because I got condemned. God dang it, lawyer. You gain 1 point in conviction. This is interesting. So I get all the... Okay.
You are not the only suspect. I'm prepared to believe you were drugged. Our poor Elizabeth hid the stuff everywhere, and I could smell laudanum on you 3 yards away.
So you knew it wasn't me from the start?
We weren't sure. Louis, I am sorry, but everything points in the same direction. I only know one person on this island who might have had a big enough grudge against Elizabeth, who has no alibi,
My mom.
and whose behavior is...
That's what I should have called out for.
Suspect. Not to mention dangerous.
Tell me what happened before my arrival. I think I've been patient enough.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She does it off. She's missing. She's in hiding.
She seems to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
Cat or the mouse. So our mom is too smart to be the mouse. She would be the cat. Let's just be real with him. She would be the cat.
Knowing my mother, she would be the cat.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
Nope.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly
But
equip
this is
his
the rise of Napoleon, so
I took
that's
it
when
upon
he was
myself
starting.
to back him, because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over.
What?
Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
Just looking for a buyer. Yeah, a buyer for the Necro. But so remember at the beginning of the game, we Al-Azif wasn't it mentioned? Now that was the offer of the Necronomicon, a book that supposedly held great power. Our mother was looking for a buyer for it. I don't think he needs to know about this.
If only my mother trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Thank God that I paid attention during history class.
For her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the
And what I mean with paying attention in history class is just googling dumb stuff.
reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Because of a threat.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Wollner, and myself.
Von Wollner is the only one that we haven't met.
And what about Mr. von Wollner? Do you know him well?
To be honest, not really. He's closer to Gregory. I'm not the one who invited him.
What I know of him is what they say in high society salons. He's a man who manages to form alliances with the right people when it's necessary. As a minister of the church, he actively repressed the religions of the book and the spirit of the Enlightenment. And, if I'm not mistaken, he has a passion for alchemy.
But then, I must admit, he is rather evasive and not very talkative, at least toward me.
I'd like to have a word with him if I get the chance. He might be able to tell me more about my mother's last days with you.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
What do you speak about?
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord.
Was this guy banging our mom?
What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject.
Oh no.
We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Okay. The cotton gin?
Ah, yes. His famous cotton gin. It was supposed to revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater. Tomorrow, all industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production.
He's got a nice mustache. Could be my dad.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving.
No, okay, let's not talk about.
It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades. How Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus had to battle it out to achieve their ends. And how Guy de Lusignan, having broken his word, launched the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts. Good on you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age.
Good thing we got a little bit of...
Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
These are the flashbacks.
My vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for?
Could have had twins.
Excuse me.
Mom!
But between that and the childhood of Lady
Why
Adams,
did you shit after shot?
It's all a bit much for me to
God dang it, Ma!
I need to piece it all together again to
we could have had twins!
More clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together.
What's better than two sets of... You know? Like two of these? It's four of those. Our mom shot a hottie. It's not okay.
The beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
I'm getting pissed at my mom.
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Go to the box.
The room was just opposite Mortimer's study.
So, this game is getting saucy. Getting saucy. So, just look at Georgia. Got more. We have no information about his vulnerabilities or his immunity. So let's just Hillsborough or Mom. Oh no, Emma. Oh, we have Emma Hillsborough and Emily Hillsborough. They look exactly the same. We don't know anything about it. So this is gonna be tricky because they didn't say that we killed Emma Hillsborough or Mom killed Emma Hillsborough. They just said she got shot. So she might still be alive. And she's got different vulnerabilities and immunities than her twin sister. That's gonna be tricky if we ever meet her. Going home, we have no vulnerabilities or immunities. Jack Peru, none of that. Milner, he's immune to cultism. That's what we're specialized in, so that's gonna be, he's gonna be a tough nut. Emily, we know her logic is immune to. Of course, hot girls are immune to logic, and she's vulnerable to psychology. Figures. Washington, he seems like fun to drink with, but we don't know anything about his immunities or his vulnerabilities. The servants we know are vulnerable to manipulation. We can just bully them as much. Giuseppe Piaggi, the cardinal for the Vatican, we don't know any immunity to vulnerability. Napoleon Bonaparte, he's immune to conviction and politics. So we know his immunities. That's good. We got both of them out of the hand. So we just know we need to know his vulnerability. And then we don't know anything about her stuff. So yeah, so that's the stat. Now let's look at talent. The next. Jack of all trades. We need 1 point in logic, 1 in guilty, and 1 linguistic, 1 in conviction. Politics, and that's gonna give us the more experience at the end of the test. That's something we need to focus on, because more experience is gonna be good. The earlier we can unlock this, the better. Seductive, you gain 1 skill manipulation. Use manipulation. We're getting there with that. Prince of Amber, increase your effort skills by 1. Find 12 fragments. So we're doing good. So I'm gonna take a quick hoot break, chat. Oh, I do look sexy in this little rabbit hat over here. Oh, we're looking good. We're looking nice and rugged. Hey, chat, we're gonna kill some raccoons today. Hey, 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 hey. So yeah, I'm gonna mute this real quick. We're gonna put on some taco tunes because you know what? It's hoot time. Taco tunes. I'm feeling myself, Chad. We're in a good mood today. I've been drinking wine with my dad all day. I was celebrating his birthday. The man is a fucking Chad, you know? He needs to be celebrated. So I was just like, you know what? I drove over. I got him some barbecue sauce, some wine. My buddy made a spicy barbecue sauce. Just complete fire. So I was just like, make a big batch for my daddy. It's his birthday. Went over there, had some wine with him. Dude, he's such an alpha Chad. One day I'm gonna be just like him. But yeah, hung out, celebrating him. He was very happy. Very happy that he was very happy. Yeah. Get some taco too. Yeah, Mountain Man Sonny. Hey! I have a unwaxed mustache. This is how it is when it's like nothing in it. Well, this is from Remnant Max, I'm sure. Like, yeah, listen to these tunes. Sonny will be right back. Hoot time. Terry, load up the hoot. I'll be right back. I'll still be in chat, so if you guys have any questions, I'll be in chat.
Well, it's exactly like being asleep. You have absolutely no sense of time. The only difference is that you don't dream.
We back, chat. Holy dude. Bam, bam, bam. I don't believe I can. Let's get this party really started. Get the duster out. Shout out Purple Spectre. Shout out my boys Purple Spectre. Somewhere out there in America. Huffing and puffing. I'm feeling this. Yeah, I've been drinking today. Sorry, chat. How wasteful. Honestly, I was thinking that at the last spray, I was just like, this is a lot of money I'm spraying. I just sprayed 50 cents away. That was 75. You know, we're taking notes out of the Ski Mask Candy book. We're spraying away money. Squirts for everyone. Listen here. I went to Walmart and bought a lot of these, okay? So we got a lot of them, okay? We're living that balling Spectre life, you know what I'm saying? You know? Okay. Now where were we? Oh yeah. Let's let our little Frenchman do his thing. Okay. Let's go. Let's look at some more art. The good thing I got a day off tomorrow because we might be struggling. But
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
I want to break into his room. Go to the tower room. I want to explore this first. Oh god. That's Elizabeth. Oh god. Someone tell me to can I get some blasphemies? Dad, don't be rude. Tell me to bless me. Thank you, Ed.
President George Washington.
You don't best use health. No, I don't need. I want to explore this more.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
We need to check up on Piaggi because he's been screwing it up for us in the past.
Huh, that's me.
Let's go back. I want to get back into my room. There's some stuff I want to check out.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
We know nothing about Godoy. All I know is he used to be the president of France. We had to
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
The one in diggity with her. So the tower room is gonna be in the top floor, and that's where our mother apparently used to hide in pocket.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah, we already broke into his room. So I guess there's nothing.
Monsieur Jacques Peru.
Jacques Peru. We don't like the guy at all. I want to have some info. I need some dirt. He's been screwing it up. So yeah, we need to get to the tower room. Let's go over, right? Yep. No? What is... There's...
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
Where do I have to go? Go to the tower room. Where's the tower room? Go left. See if there's a stairs up. Tower room. Just gonna pick everything.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Where do I have? On. Oh. This game needs to be a little bit clear where I need to go. I swear it should be up here. No. On. Oh, it's in here. So this is where our mother used to hide. So what clues do you have?
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She
We
says,
do have linguistics.
We must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
Faith, it could be the cardinal.
Who could she be suspicious of?
But sword.
I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Faith, man.
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
Yeah, go.
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says we must find a safe way to communicate. Someone is
we
onto
already did
us.
this.
Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
I'm working on it, Ken. I'm working on it. We're gonna get the back to booty hunting. Ken, I've tailored my skill trees so we should just be like able to talk to ladies. So Ken, don't worry. We're gonna be smooth talking this game. We're gonna get Emily.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
What is this disc?
This, serve this. We do have science.
Oh, that reminds me of the ones my mother collects. It's magnetic.
A magnetic disc. That would mean that it is some type of video recording or like photography. It'd be or a hard drive.
Dante's Paradise.
Dante's Paradise.
Raise your head.
I know
and
Dante's
be reassured,
Inferno,
for
but
what
not
comes up
Dante's
here
Paradise.
from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Maybe that's something I need to read. Who knows? Oh, portion. Good. Some Carmelite.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Caravaggio's a great artist. Look at the lighting and like it seems this game using a lot of Caravaggio paintings. Look at just the lighting and all the Caravaggio paintings. Look at like how he uses dark and just like how like the light shines on like faces. Caravaggio is a mastermind. Go back to Caravaggio. Yo, none of this guy. This is a bad angle. Let's go to the next angle so we can look at this painting. Look how he uses the light to shine on everything that you want to look at. So the light hits the faces. The person that is in focal point that's on the ground, like this. Like that is where your eyes are drawn. Caravaggio is a master of just using oil. Oh my god. Great painting. Look at that. Look at that. So your focal point is where the light falls on the painting. It's masterful. This is, yeah, 1776-ish, I think. Yeah. So, we're gonna either use erudition or we're gonna use occultism. Erudition's gonna cost us 0, occultism is gonna use 2. So, The Road to Damascus by St. Paul. I don't remember this story. My history is kind of like bad at some points, so thankfully we have studied erudition, which is ancient studies, so we can do this for free. So let's see what he has to say about St. Paul to the Road to Damascus.
A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith.
The sword and faith.
From what I can recall, the account of his conversion can be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
Story. So St. Paul was somebody who was super against Christianity, and then Jesus basically made him a Christian, and it's like a famous conversion story. That's a cool story. I need to read more about St. Paul. That's a cool story. For anybody who wonders, like, I was raised Lutheran. I did communion, and I am baptized, but I am what are you called, a cultural Lutheran, where basically like, whatever is gets the family together for family meal, but I never go to church or anything like that. All I keep together is like kind of like values of hard working, which is something that is like, I feel like church stuff. But anyway, like, yeah, I do enjoy the stories of the Bibles, but I don't really put a lot of weight. Like, I'm not a Christian, I'm pretty much an atheist that just likes a good story. But yeah, so I do enjoy, Christian artwork and Christian music throughout the ages. Not the modern stuff, but like, organs stuff. So it's very cool to see like how they're using a lot of paintings and using allegories through those paintings to tell a story in this game. So basically, like, this painting symbolizing what? Somebody who's fiercely against something that got converted to be the biggest warrior for it. He became the sword of the Christian, St. Paul. So our mother is telling us that there is something about that. So let's examine the painting. You should read Dante's Inferno, the first poem. Well, I have read Dante's Inferno. I haven't read Dante's Paradise. That book was over there. I didn't know there was a book called Dante's Paradise. But I do know Dante's Inferno, all the levels of hell, so to speak, and it's quite a nihilistic story. But it's the perfect literary story. Yeah. Alright, old big CD. From what I recall, the account of conversion can be found in the epistles of Galatians, Philippians, Corinthians, and the Acts of Apostles. So let's examine this painting.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors.
Yes,
too.
That's what I said.
Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Yeah, it's a play on light on this painting. It's a beautiful painting. So, like what Caravaggio did with this painting is just like, look at it. Like, you look at where the light is shining, and that's where you want to look. The faces. That's where he spent the most time. Of course, he wants you to look at like, this fucking sick painting. Look at that horse's ass. Sick. Caravaggio's a master. But that's what your mom from what I read over there on the piece of paper, this is what I should get drawn to. She did say the faith and the sword. What's this?
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
We need to go back to the paint. We must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. Wouldn't that be...
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
We could use the disc to get it, but we could also pick the lock. It's gonna cost nothing, and why not?
Open sesame. It's open.
Oh, I like the artwork. Look at that wallpaper. That's a sick wallpaper. That's a sick wallpaper. Yo, look at that wallpaper. Sorry, new homeowner. I like to look at shit like this. That's a sick wallpaper. That's badass. In the right apartment, that would be sick. More royal.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni.
Guido Reni.
St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently.
So the painting has been
There's a small
removed.
inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a
Removed
closer
painting.
look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. I don't know, what does that mean?
11. Think about the secret code. So, Ken, I enjoyed hearing about Jesus Christ and the gang. Yeah, I enjoyed the stories too. Like, I don't put any, like, I think there's some like good stories and moral like tellings in it. But like, do I really like? Do I say that I'm a believer of Christ or anything like that? No, but I do enjoy the stories of the Bible. Bible study. Kia did Bible studies at school. Was lit. I used to fall asleep. I mean, I'm actually one of those nerds that paid attention and just like the priests loved me, and they were just so upset that I wasn't a true believer because I just was real with them. Just like, yo, this is your last shot. Like when I was doing confirmation, I'm just like, this is your last shot to convince me. I'm just here for the good stories and just like making my grandma happy. Critters in the bush wallpaper. Honestly, I like Inferno compared to Paradise or Purgatory. Okay, so I need to like, read Paradise and Purgatory, I guess. Like, Inferno is the only thing I've read. So let's look at it here. So 11 must be a secret code.
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to.
How many pilgrims were there?
Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. What's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
How many pilgrims? So 11 pilgrims. We got this.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio. St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
Why would he be represented twice in the same paint? Is that to show the duality of St. Paul? Because St. Paul is both an enemy of Christianity, but at later stage he became a friend of Christianity and a warrior. It was a sword that was turned again away and used against you know, there's a lot of symbolism. Maybe I'm reading into things too much. Chat, if I'm being pretentious, tell me. I'm not very educated, I just like to read things.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Air. Ooh, this is super. This is a very expensive thing. This should cost 7, but we have a level 1 subterfuge. Air. We have. Do we have any keys? We need to find some keys. I want to use a key on this. This looks like he should be able to find.
The drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
He's representing as writing the Lord of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise. So the Holy Spirit is like, so like, yeah, God has 3 representations. You have the Holy Ghost, which is the Holy Spirit, then God and like Jesus, right? Who appears in the guys. So the Holy Spirit is like basically like basically, you know, basically the Force in Star Wars. Observe the painting.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Great. Interesting. Oh yeah, coin. I don't know what these coins are gonna be used for.
The New Testament.
New Testament? Okay. Oh, let's read through this actually. It's a lot of reading. Oh, so 11. We need to know how many 11 and how many apostles were there. We need to go to. I know this. I can do this.
And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and much people.
Wrong one. Gonna be.
Then they suborned men, which said, "We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God."
Oh. That's the right one.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Wait.
That's the right one.
A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here.
Gentiles.
What does it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
Is that John? Who here paid attention in Bible school? HP, you grew up in Texas. I'll help a brother out. So what do we know about this apostle?
That's right. St. John is often credited with writing about the apocalypse
John, right?
in the last book of the Bible. He's also known as the
I
youngest of
told
Christ's
you guys!
apostles. Hey, wait. That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Right. This
I'm good.
associated with the answer which E gave to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
I'm the best Christian that's not even Christian. I'm so good at this game. My priest would be so happy. I actually had two priests because one of them ended up getting pregnant. We got another female priest. That's a completely different story. Great confirmation camp though. Lot of lectures about bullying because ordered flies at the camp. I watched The Pale Blue Eye earlier today. Edgar was in that film. Yo, I'm really excited about the movie. Vasas, is that a good movie? Because I love Christian Bale and I looked at the trailer for it and I love just stories about West Point. Anybody who doesn't know, West Point is a military academy in America. It's the oldest kind of like quote-unquote schooling in America. It is a lot of history, so just having a murder plot taking place at West Point is just very appealing to me. And also I like the winter landscape and just Christian Bale being like, ugh. And then just having Alan Poe looking like, you know? I'm excited for that. So you like it, Buzz? Sonny took it to the hoop. It was okay. I'll take okay. I'll be happy with okay. It just looks like a comfy movie. You like it, Ken? Again, give me the real deal. So, before we scrutinize these, I want to see if there's any loot I can take. Sophistria.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Somebody's been going through that. Let's loot. Devil's Thorn is what? Devil's Thorn is... Yeah, we have a lot of that.
Painting of Saint Mark.
Saint Mark.
Collection of the Apostles by
What
Guido
did he
Reni.
do now? He just wrote a lot, didn't he?
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew. Choosing the Hebrew alphabet is no coincidence. It's got to be a reference to the Bible. There's nothing worth noticing here.
I'm pretty sure it's the painting to the left that is our solution, but I just want to inspect everything and see if I can find anything.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
I want to pick this so bad. Let's just pick this. This looks dope. It just had golden elixir in it. A lot of golden elixir. Amber fragments, sweet. Worth it. That was worth it. That was worth it. So let's go back to this painting. So what do we know about him?
Right.
He was
often credited with writing
about
the
the apocalypse
in the last book of the Bible.
Yeah.
He's also known as the youngest of Christ's apostles.
Okay. He doesn't have a beard, so this must be in the beginning of his career.
St. John is the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard.
Okay.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Reni.
Look at the frame. She probably tucked a message in the frame.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle?
Look at behind the painting.
Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting.
Oh my god, she did.
On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add one companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
3 to the left. Think about a code.
On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle. That was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Yeah. I got it now. We got it. We got to figure out, chat. Got to figure out. So, where's that book again? Wasn't there a book we were flipping around in? The Bible book. Okay, so we need to go to Book of Revelation, John, and is it this one?
Hereby know that we dwell in him, and he in us, because he hath given us of his Spirit.
No, so it's Book of Revelation. We're going to John, and it's early.
And ye know that he was manifested to take away our sins, and in him is no sin.
Nope, not that one. Good line though. Fat bars by John. It's by Revelations by John. That's what we're screwing up. And is it the last one?
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent.
Lilith.
Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page.
That's Lilith, isn't it?
The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
So here he reply like he who hears the angel. So he who hears the angel, that would be Mark, isn't it?
I guess I'll just come back later.
That would be Mark.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Because there's some writings. Mark was in constant conversation with angels, right? No. Here's who. He who hears the angel. That would be Gospel and Acts of Apostles. Gospel according to St. Mark. It should be one of these 4.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee.
It's not this one.
And was baptized by John in Jordan.
Let's look at the last one just to like look at it.
Then came together unto him
No,
the
this is
Pharisees,
the wrong lines. This is
and
the wrong
certain
line.
of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
Very wrong. So wait. Okay, I'm waiting your instruction. I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. So is that the angels with the 7 trumpet?
Now there is a Jerusalem by the sheep market, a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
I think it's gonna be under here, and it's gonna be under St. John.
He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
Go back.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Like, okay. Who here paid attention during Bible school here? I feel like a lot of people here like did some like Bible studies. Evading, I will hear you reply like he who hears the angel. Which apostle was hearing angels, guys? Like, are we talking John? Is this like a John thing? Are we still on John? Because then I feel like it's gonna be in the gospel, and then it's gonna be like underneath.
I and my Father are one.
That's a sick line. I and my Father are one. Sick bars.
And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha.
Golgotha is a wild story. You know, Jesus got effed up in Golgotha. That was like the first, like, you know, when you're in a frat and you're running through people punching you. That's what Jesus did in Golgotha. That he was got beat up carrying a cross. Analyze the book.
This volume dates from the first edition of Gutenberg.
Oh, it's a Gutenberg?
Book ever printed.
Yeah, Gutenberg
Pages
press.
are covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years studying this Bible. A volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
Analyze. Wait. Let me look here. I have it. I know it. I know.
I guess I'll just come back later.
We need to go. Who do we got up here? This is
a drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni.
Matthew.
He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit.
In the guise of an angel. So we need to look at the frame here. That's it.
There's something else behind this painting.
The voice of an angel!
Half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Half of each group will join the... So, Corinth, I know this. This is an important city. Ah! God, I'm bad. So, Corinth, let's just...
It must be the group of pilgrims mentioned from before. I guess maybe the city of Corinth is a reference to the epistle from Corinthians in the Bible.
That is true. So this is gonna be in the Corinthians. So, okay, sadly, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, we gotta go to Corinthians. That's gonna be Corinthians. Is it Corinthians 1 or 2? Right. Let's read.
How shall not the ministration of the Spirit not be more glorious? I guess I'll just come back later.
So wait, we need to reread that, like the Pilgrims of Corinth.
It must be the group of pilgrims mentioned from before. I guess maybe the city of Corinth is a reference to the epistle from Corinthians in the Bible.
And where is that now in the Corinthians? That in the first or second epistle?
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with any of this.
This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Just see if Corinthians and with something with 4. That's Corinthians. Anything with 4? No. Corinthians. Anything with 4?
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
That's deep. Actually, let's listen to all the Corinthians. Are there any more Corinthians here? No. It's all in here.
For you are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's.
Take care of yourself, basically.
For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. If we have hope in Christ in this life only, we are, of all men, most miserable.
Going through all the... Wait, not life.
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look.
There we go.
Here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up.
The Prussian would be the German guy, von Wollner.
Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
Group of Element, Mark.
Then they suborned men, which said, "We have heard him speak
wrong.
blasphemous words against Moses and against God."
In the meantime, I'm following first group tomorrow. First group tomorrow.
And it came to pass in those days
not one of
that
these.
Jesus came from Nazareth of
You
Galilee
gotta go to
and was
this
baptized by
painting.
John in Jordan.
You gotta go to this painting. Go to this. Go to this painting.
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Oh wait, we have that hero waste.
It's too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved
Okay.
for months, if not years.
I'm gonna inspect the surrounding.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
8,
No, nothing of value here.
8, 6 and 8.
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew. Choosing the Hebrew alphabet is no coincidence. It's got to be a reference to the Bible. There's nothing worth noticing here. Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Oh wait, inspect the surroundings. We got everything. 6 and 8. Would it be actually the mark maybe under Revelation? 6 and 8.
Then came together unto him the Pharisees, and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
It must be underneath here under the cross mark. One of these.
And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet.
Bad, right?
And as they did eat, Jesus took bread, and blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to them, and said, "Take, eat. This is my body."
Where would it be? More? First group mark. Field. Who was the first group to mark?
And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication.
This
until
must have been
evening.
hard for you, Turney.
Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message.
Considering you're
What
not
happened afterward?
big in
If
the
it's
Bible,
what
I
I
guess.
suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
We're gonna get a flashback. Is it allegorical or literal? What do you guys think? She wouldn't be allegorical about this. I feel like she is a very literal person.
Clearly, she
Must be trying to do something useful, but what? A nightmare. Does that remind me of anything?
Nightmare. What is the nightmare? An object, a place, a concept. We're talking about a lot of concepts here because this is a lot of biblical allegories and stuff. It's not a place, it's not an object. I think it's a concept.
Well, if it's a concept, I've got no idea what it is. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Probably should. So we know that she was scared of the German. She was scared of the German guy. I did not understand my mother's message. I could have found the conversation between my mother and her partner. God dang it. We screwed up hard, huh? We should get some fat levels here though. Oh, we didn't get a level here, but we should get a bunch of upgrades. Yeah. Because of a manuscript. So, what we need to look is our character. Right now we're very one in linguistics would be nice. Getting 2 in etiquette. We should get some fault. That's need fault. Need to equip fault. Thoughts on the French Revolution. Yeah, Edmund Burke. Do that. Then we need good. Hollywood. Lodge. The version. Let's put some points in version. What? I think logic. By the way, your thumbnail is hilarious.
I went back
Thank
and
you.
joined everyone in the small salon.
Wait. You Jeremy. Oh, you're not here? I passed you 20 minutes ago? Well, have fun with the Jesus stuff. The Last Supper. Sonic stream is pathetic right now. Well, Sonic stream is always pathetic. That's part of Sonic's theme. Okay, let's press these guys.
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
Give me something.
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
I want to get into his room. Bad. I want to break. Also, if the others small, I think that's down.
President George Washington.
I just want to see if I can break into somebody. Oh, we hear a conversation.
Monseigneur, His Eminence. Huh, that's me.
I guess we're gonna have
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Napoléon Bonaparte.
We already booked.
Sur Jacques Perru.
Let's go. Well, hello there.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Let's manipulate her. Don't send her on my mother's trail.
If Mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Oh, Chad, I need your help on this. We did already. What do you guys think? Should we tell her? Should we keep quiet? I don't know. This is tricky. Should we keep quiet? Tell her. Keep quiet. Keep quiet. Quiet. Well, seem nice. Trust. I think. Right. Right. Keep quiet. Did I tell her about this? I feel like I need HP. You're a girl. What do you think? Remember, we have a goalie. I'm friendly. Looks pretty sweaty. Perfect. Joker, Raccoon Eyes. She seems nice. Nick doesn't. Too much pressure. Why hide it? Okay, I got my. Okay, let's tell her.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was.
Like Monica.
And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
You guys hear that?
Why would she do that?
I don't know, Louis.
In the background?
But I'll find out. You can count on that.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
They're arguing back.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Why?
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What?
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh dear.
Oh, as if...
Mon Dieu.
Friends, let us calm
Napoleon's
down.
like,
Don't
nice.
pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by
I like that the Spanish guy
361
has an
votes
accent, but not
to
French guy.
360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness.
Yeah, me and
He
Emily
was
need
the
to
highest
discuss something in my
representative
corner.
of God in France, Emily.
If I remember rightly, what Mother told me one night, King Louis was secretly also part of the Order.
Yeah.
I wonder what impact his death will have on us. Sad news, sir.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis de Richete.
Are you related to Sarah de Richete?
Oui.
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
E-dating. It's crazy. Okay, let's do. I want more info on Manuel Godoy, but Joachim Vollner.
Could you spare a
the
moment,
person I need
please?
information on.
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too. Of course.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
We only have one chance. Gonna kiss me.
Hear you speak, it sounds like you and my mother were close.
Let's say I hold your mother in high esteem, yes. We were even planning to work together.
That's what he was getting at.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
We'll let him talk about it.
Absolutely, but I was hoping that you could tell me more about it.
Well, she was planning to sell me a very old book. I will make no secret of the fact that I am passionate about the subject. And when Sarah spoke to me about it, her account literally had me enthralled. I can think of nothing else since. You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
Yeah, let's let him talk.
As my mother's got so many old books, I'm afraid I won't be able to...
Oh, it's easy. You can't mistake
I know
this
what book
one.
he's talking
It's
about.
an ancient grimoire,
Yeah.
composed of 7 parts. Each one is closed under lock and key. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. If you find it, you mustn't tamper with it. You see?
That's unusual. Unfortunately, that doesn't ring a bell. I'll look again, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say?
This guy's
Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Indeed. One of your close friends?
No, not really, but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now. Because
That's the guy we beat up in the
to
beginning.
have the book I'm looking for.
Another dishonest person. What can you say? Can't trust anyone these days,
Manipulated
huh?
away from us.
No, you can't.
Take it easy, Voss.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richete. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Oh my god. Let's look at his. Occultism. Johann Christoph von Wellner is the Prussian Prime Minister. A friend of King Frederick William II of Prussia, von Wellner secret manager of affairs of state, former pastor, and member of Masonic Lodge. He had time he converted the king to his point of view. Together they opened their own lodge. The influence of Rosicrucians, passionate about the occult sciences and alchemy, he led a war of religion in his country and fiercely commented the ideas of him. A friend of Sir Gregory Home. He's a friend of Gregor.
It's Sir Gregory.
Correct. You ought to know then, he is not a man who likes to be duped. You are walking on thin ice, sir.
So are you, buddy. Now Napoleon looks super sad. Napoleon needs a hug. He needs a friend. I wanna play chess, Napoleon. Please.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Does expression "go beyond the nightmare" mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Before he became president.
There are some rumors about his loose morals.
Juste, monsieur. Add to that his devouring ambition, if you want my opinion. Playing at lover boy rather than gaining merit for his career. It's a disgrace for any soldier.
I understand your point of view.
Oh, he banged himself to power?
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
So that's gonna be it for tonight. Feeling a little bit drunk, not gonna lie. Feeling real cozy. So that's gonna be it, but we're gonna continue playing this tomorrow. I got a day off tomorrow. So maybe I'll do 2 streams tomorrow, depending on how much yard work I get done and how much groceries, all that. Probably just once tomorrow. But yeah, this is gonna be it for me. So as always, it's been good having you guys, and yeah, you guys are awesome. All the nice tunes. Relax, everybody. Feeling really comfy. Fine. Ooh. Feeling it. Good times. I'm gonna go in my garage, tool around a little bit. Guys, you guys are awesome. I'm feeling good. Guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. You're never comfy, Tony. That